you're trespassing on... Get your legs up!
He's got a knife. He's coming! He's out!
They went in for an adventure, but what they found was pure nightmare fuel. Tonight, you'll witness 6 terrifying moments that were never meant to be seen. What lurks in the woods might be far darker than you expect. Let's begin. The first video tonight comes from M-Boys Outdoors, a youth-led outdoor and hunting YouTube channel that focuses on waterfowl hunting, land management, and real-life hunting experiences. It is October the 1st, 2023, and during a casual evening duck hunt, things take a turn when the group is suddenly interrupted by an irate older man shouting at them from a distance.
Try him.
How many times did you shoot?
Someone's yelling.
This is where things in the hunt went very south very fast. Essentially what happened is off in the distance, we heard some old man just yelling, and we didn't know what it was. We couldn't hear what he's saying. He's too far away. We just hear he's yelling, and he's very mad. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's he mad about? So then we hear his side-by-side tear up the road, and he's just, he's flooring it. And then he comes back, and then he parks on our land. So he essentially trespassed onto our land. And we can just hear him yelling and screaming up there. And he was very mad. And then we go up there, and he's just yelling at us, saying that we're screwed, we're effed, our guns are getting taken away and everything. And then I kind of just turned off the camera. I didn't really record anything because I thought for sure we were screwed and going to jail. But then after I realized we're 100% legal, I'm like, what is this guy doing? So I start filming. And this is after he cooled down just a little bit, so he wasn't as mad, but he was still pretty upset. So you guys take a listen.
Sure about that? That's what the DNR website says.
But you're trespassing on other people's land.
This is it not?
No, you're not.
Sure. That's what my app said that. So that's what.
Well, your app's wrong.
It was at sunset.
I gotta find it here.
Okay, well, look.
So
I know you can't hunt past 4 o'clock.
Sure, that's not just an old timer rule, because I feel like they might have changed it.
Old timer rule?
Oh, I don't know. I might have been in something.
I'm pretty sure they changed it.
It's been that way for about 15 years.
Well, they might have.
They changed the 10 o'clock opener. It used to be 12 o'clock.
Sure.
Then they changed it to 7 or 10. And then they changed it to opening day at sunrise.
Sure.
I've been hunting ducks for 50-some years.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the rules.
Well, I know, but the rules are constantly changing. It's kind of just a note.
But you don't know the rules.
It's what it says on his phone. So
Minnesota waterfowl regulation.
I'm going to find it here before you guys leave. I got your license number.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I'm going to turn you into the
Okay.
warden.
Go ahead. We are following the rules that we just read.
The rules you have are not correct.
2023 website says so.
Where the hell is it?
I don't know if it's on there. It might be just.
I know it's here.
Sure. Have you read it in there before?
Yeah.
He just did a couple minutes ago, so we should know exactly where it is.
Yeah. If you just read it, I mean. Well, I mean, did you not just read that though? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
I know you haven't read it.
Well, it's what the website says. We just use our phones to read the rules.
You're reading the website wrong.
As they enjoy their hunt, they're caught off guard by the man's furious shouting. He approaches aggressively and starts accusing them of trespassing and breaking hunting laws, clearly upset and unwilling to hear their side.
I can click on it.
Here.
Okay.
The same pages as the book.
Sure.
I've taken your license plates and your...
Okay. I'm glad. Yeah.
2023. Here's the book.
You just said you read it, and you just read it to us that it ends at 4, but now you can't find it, so I'm just kind of.
Don't question me, young man.
Oh, didn't try to.
Know it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to find it.
I didn't mean to be aggressive in any way.
Well, good. Because you're pissing me off.
I'm sorry.
Pissed me off already.
I'm sorry we did that, sir.
Oh, where is it?
We got 4 ducks.
Well, good for you.
Would you like to have them?
No.
It's your land. I mean.
Did you
I'm
shoot?
turning your asses in.
Okay.
You shoot much on opener?
I ain't telling you.
Were you on the phone with the game warden by chance?
Not yet.
Okay. I thought I heard you say you were on the phone or something, so I was just curious. Thought you said that from a while away.
You're assuming a whole lot of things that... That's the teal season.
No, that's except teal season, where the hours differ and it's sunrise instead of...
Yeah, because during teal season, the DNR wants to make sure nobody is shooting
to sundown.
Yep.
woodies that look like teal.
The regular season, no.
It's we got the book right here.
Fine.
Shooting hours for teal during the teal season, sunrise to sunset.
You're welcome to read our book right here. We got it pulled up on his phone.
I realize they had changed the rules.
If you don't, maybe next time, if you don't like for sure know the rules, just come up nice instead of yell at us.
Well, because that was the rules. For
Oh yeah, and we understand your frustration. We understand your frustration.
It's slough, which I've hunted in for 15, 20 years.
Okay. Yep.
And the northeast portion of it belongs to...
Yep.
Anyway, I apologize.
Oh, no worries.
And I said I haven't contacted the warden.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
I
was
mean,
under
if you
the
want to, you
assumption
can go ahead, but I mean, it
that
don't matter.
it closed at 4.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good night, guys.
Yep. We just did what we thought was right, and that's what we followed.
Well, I guess you are.
Yep. What on earth? What on earth? So we just...
Buddy's an old timer and thought it ended at 4 o'clock, even though it's sunset. Buddy's yelling like, what, 10 minutes? Just full yelling from not even his
He was
property.
pissed. He was yelling.
And then, second off, Buddy claims it is his property, even though the farmer's bean field is right here.
That we got permission from. Actually, you got permission from. But that we have permission for to be on. Buddy, oh, you guys are effed. You're screwed. So then he yells at us for maybe 10 minutes about how, oh, it shuts up at 4 o'clock. We pull up the DNR website. Sure enough, during the entire season, it says sunset, the shooting time's over.
And then Buddy goes ripping on his 1980 booklet, trying to find a rule about sunrise at 4 o'clock.
He did anything he could to find something illegal from an outdated book, and he read for literally half an hour.
After about 10 minutes, he had to sit down to read.
Yeah, because he could not find it. It's 7:45 right now. We came up here at what, 7:10?
Yeah.
So he was for half an hour just reading through the book, and we're sitting here like reading our DNR webpage, and it says that at sunset you can stop shooting, and that's been a rule for however many years. I know it used to be a rule way back in the day in Minnesota that if you had to be done shooting at 4 o'clock in like the first couple weeks of the season, but ever since early teal and whatnot came through, it's just kind of been.
At first, the group is a bit shaken, especially when he threatens to call the authorities and tells them they're screwed. But they stay calm and explain that they're following the updated Minnesota DNR regulations, trying to clarify the misunderstanding. The man, however, clings to outdated laws and grows more frustrated when he's proven wrong. The situation thankfully ends without further incident, but the encounter is a clear reminder of the kind of tension and pushback modern hunters can still face, even when doing everything by the book. If the guy had approached with some respect, instead of barking threats and acting superior, the whole interaction probably would have been much smoother. This just goes to show why it's so important to know your rights and stay informed about the latest rules when you're out hunting or camping. That knowledge might be the only thing that keeps things from escalating. Some people chase thrills in the wild. Others watch them unfold safely from their screens. Which one are you? The explorer or the observer? The next video comes from Quest Out West, a YouTube channel hosted by Natasha, who documents her life as a solo female traveler, living full-time in a Dodge Grand Caravan with her 3 cats. It is February the 15th, 2022, and while reflecting on mechanical issues with her van in an empty North Vancouver parking lot, Natasha experiences an unnerving situation that quickly escalates.
This guy's taking a picture of my license plate right now and calling the police because he thinks my high beams are on, which they are not. And now we have evidence.
Get your lights off. Get your lights off. You stupid.
Okay. Well, you know, that. I'm really not sure if this is intentional, but these people parked in this parking lot that was empty. I'm pretty sure the business is closed. And they have their, like, looks like their high beams on blaring. They've been there with the lights on for like 10 minutes now. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything. I'm just, you know, trying to live. I just drove around the block and moved just because they were sitting there with their freaking lights blaring in my face. I don't know what they're doing. There's like 5 of them. What?
While parked and trying to stay calm about her van problems, she notices a car parked nearby, with its full beam headlights pointed directly at her van for an extended time. Feeling uneasy and frustrated, she eventually gestures in annoyance. That's when things start to go downhill.
Okay. What's up? What's up?
Any problem or anything? Because the lady informed me that you tried to accuse them.
Okay, so are they in your car or they're in the other car?
They're in my car right here.
I didn't accuse them of anything. The car was parked with the lights blaring in my face for about 10 minutes.
Well, you're in the public area and I'm an attorney.
I didn't accuse. Oh, okay. You're an attorney, then you know the law, right?
I didn't know you're gonna come.
What did I accuse them of? I moved my vehicle. I moved my vehicle to get my face out of their headlights.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Great.
I really appreciate it. and
Thank you.
apologize.
So if someone has an attitude problem, if someone is being rude, yeah, okay. And that's what that was. Let's just recap what just happened, because I realized something after they left. He parked his car with his lights blaring in my face, and then left for however long. Now, he was probably thinking he wanted to leave the car open, on so that the heater was on, or whatever the hell they were doing in the car so they were comfortable, right? But they're sitting there with the lights as a spotlight blaring in my face. So it's like if you're in a dark room, because it's dark out, right? You know when your lights are blaring in someone's face because they're all you can see. It's a spotlight on them. If you're in a dark room and you have a flashlight, and if I have a flashlight in a dark room and I'm flashing it in your face, of course I'm going to notice because you're all I can see. So it's like I was all they could see the whole time they were sitting there, and it didn't occur to them until like 10 some odd whatever minutes later, after I went in the back, I packed up the camp stove, I got the van ready to move, I come back in the front and I'm looking and they're still there, and I flipped them off because whatever, I had a moment. And that's when she finally shut off the engine. And so then I was like filming, explaining what was happening. So this guy comes back, or comes back, gets in his car, blah, blah, blah. Then when he's beside me and he's like, the girls said you accused them. So she was probably explaining to him what happened, and instead of saying, oh, it was my fault, my bad, I parked my car, blaring my lights in someone's face, he just went on the attack, and he's just like, I'm a lawyer. So obviously he's trying to bang those girls or impress them for whatever reason. So ladies, if you're listening to this.
After she moves to a different spot, the same vehicle pulls up again. And now, the man inside begins verbally confronting her. He aggressively claims to be a lawyer and accuses her of making false allegations, even though she hadn't said anything of the sort. He comes across as someone looking for a fight. Honestly, most people would feel uncomfortable with someone sitting in a car, shining their headlights right at them in the dark. She did the right thing by relocating. There was no need for the man to escalate the situation. Sadly, this is one of the harsh realities of van life. You never really know who's going to be parked next to you for the night. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from 401 Files, a UK-based YouTube channel focused on paranormal investigations, cryptid sightings, and unexplained phenomena. The channel is run by Ben, a passionate explorer who often ventures into eerie and mysterious locations across the UK. It is September the 22nd, 2021, and while reviewing footage from a recent trip, Ben spots something that he and his companions completely missed in real time. Something that leaves more questions than answers.
Did you miss it? Well, don't be too hard on yourself because it all happened pretty fast. So here I am, stood no more than about 5 meters away from this tree break situated in the middle of the shop. But for argument's sake, let's just be extreme and say that I'm about 10 meters away from this tree break. I want you to watch this area right here. I'll play it in normal speed once and then I'll slow it down for you guys so you can get a better look at what I'm talking about. What you will see are two red glowing lights, but we'll call them eyes for the sake of understanding. So I've got Mark stood just off to my right shoulder, holding the torch for me while I hold the camera recording the rest of this footage. Chris and Jerry are also off directly to my right, but they're walking down the track away from me and Mark. These two red eyes move very, very fast, from left to right, just behind the tree break, without ever making a single sound. We didn't see them. We didn't hear them, even though both me and Mark were shining the torch and filming in that direct area. So my initial thought was that this was probably a fox or a rabbit or maybe even a badger. But if you look closely and pay attention at all that tall overgrown brush, if this was a rabbit or a fox or a badger, they would have been completely hidden away by all this tall overgrown vegetation, and hence we would have never seen them in the first place. So what about a deer then? A deer stands much taller than a fox or a badger or a rabbit. Could it be a deer? Well, if I stop the video here, you can see that the space between the two red lights is pretty large, which would suggest to me that this is a relatively large deer. Well then, tell me this. How does a large deer, no more than 5 meters away from me, running through thick brush, remain completely silent and non-visible, even when we're stood there filming in that direction and shining the torches directly in that location? And just to add to that, I ran a quick Google search just to see if I could compare any images of other deers with red eye shine. The only images I found were of deers with green or yellow eye shine, but not red. Again, we never heard anything, we never saw anything, and I've spent most of my life in the outdoors in one way or another. I was in the Cub Scouts, the military, I've wild camped as a hobby for many, many years, and I've seen tons of deer in my time. And one thing that I've learned about deers is that they don't care too much about being stealthy, especially when you're only 5 meters away from them. They always bawl every single time, and it's always a noisy experience. But then things get even more weirder. Agitated and stressed out about not being able to explain these red lights away, I decided to increase the exposure and the shadows.
As he goes over the footage, he notices what appear to be two glowing red eyes peering out from the underbrush. At first, He tries to rationalize it. Maybe a fox, deer, or even a rabbit. But something about it feels off. The movement, the intensity, the spacing, it doesn't match up.
As soon as I did this, 2 other objects hidden away in the back of the forest stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Now, I do believe in pareidolia, a phenomenon where the mind will often see things that it wants to see, like people seeing faces inside clouds, for example. But this to me was just blatantly obvious. I've used a piece of paper here, as you can see, to overlay the paper on the screen and show you exactly what I see. And I think that once I did this, once I overlay the paper and begin to trace the objects, you can see instantly how much these 2 objects jump off the screen and away from the surrounding background area. Now, I don't want to fully commit just yet by saying that I think I've caught something extraterrestrial, but what I will do is leave you guys to drop down below and tell me exactly what you think. To me, I think this is weird. I've ruled out it being a fox, a badger, and a rabbit for the reasons I've already stated, and yeah, there's not too many things that this could be, but for me, it looks like the direction these red lights move across the screen have come from this craft, or whatever that thing is, and then now running away towards this other creature that looks like it's got a red head, or some kind of a red device on its head, that's just waiting off in the back of the forest there for it to catch up. You guys let me know what you think. I find this very strange. Like I said, we never even heard a thing at the time, in the moment. This was only discovered today when I was going through my footage. You guys have been awesome. Give this one a thumbs up. Drop down in the comments box below and let me know what you think. What the hell is this?
After tweaking the footage by boosting the exposure and shadows, things only get weirder. He manages to spot 2 humanoid-like figures hiding deeper in the forest. The spacing of the eyes, the silence, and the way they seem to move, it all rules out any typical woodland animal. Some are saying cryptid, others are leaning towards something extraterrestrial. Honestly, I don't know what it was, but what I do know is that it wasn't just a normal animal, and whatever it was watching. The woods are full of sounds, but it's footsteps that don't belong that truly rattle us. It's not creatures we fear most. It's the sudden, silent presence of another person, just watching. The next video comes from Sam Nitch, a paranormal content creator based in the UK, who describes himself as a ghost seeker. His channel focuses on exploring haunted or mysterious locations in search of real supernatural encounters. It is January the 29th, 2025, and while looking around in a secluded woodland area, the group stumbles across a suspicious-looking trash bag poking out of the ground. But before they even get the chance to fully inspect what's inside, something shocking happens.
I don't know what to do. Should I get up? It's just fucking nerve-wracking. Let's try and find something. I've just found something quite deep.
Out of nowhere, a man dressed in yellow charges at them and attacks. It's not entirely clear why, but if I had to guess, they may have been digging up something that the man buried and absolutely didn't want anyone else to find. Disturbing to think what could have been in that bag to make someone lash out like that. Thankfully, they managed to get away before things escalate further. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand. And sometimes, the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next shocking video comes from Getaway Geese, a UK-based van life YouTube channel featuring Stu and Jane, a couple traveling in their self-converted Ford custom camper van named Harry. Their content showcases scenic road trips, off-grid park-ups, and real unfiltered experiences from the road, especially around Ireland and the UK. It is December the 23rd, 2023, and while parked up for the night at Ross Carberry Pier, Stu and Jane experienced something unsettling around 11 p.m. After drifting off to sleep in what seemed like a peaceful remote spot, they're jolted awake.
We went to bed, I don't know, 9:30 probably by the time we got into bed. Fell asleep, and I think it was about 11.
Yeah, it was.
Now, I didn't wake up. You heard something, didn't you?
I heard, it was so windy, I heard a car.
And by the way, before Jane goes on, is that this is pitch black on our own. I think that's the key thing. There's
right
nobody else
at the
there.
end
Right at the end. We're on our own. We're at the end of a long,
really long road. They've got
middle of nowhere. We're on our own.
Yeah, and we heard, I heard sort of a car in the wind, but I sort of didn't think any more about it. And then I was sort of half asleep, and I thought, God, I can hear voices. And the next minute, there was an almighty bang on the back of the van where my head was. Yeah, so.
And I think when I must have somehow in that I heard something or heard you stirring, because I woke up just at the time where I could hear a voice outside, a car, and then there was this massive, what felt like a huge bang hitting the van.
It felt like something big had hit the van.
Yeah,
like,
you know, it felt bigger than ultimately what it was, but it felt bigger. Obviously, we knew people were outside at that point. As ever, when you're coming out of sleep, I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So I put the light on. I put the white light on only because I felt that was the right thing to do, because I want them to know that there was somebody in this van. I think they knew that anyway, to be honest. But I just wanted to make sure that they knew we were up. With that, you could hear them scampering away, getting in the car. By the time I'd unlocked obviously the car was locked, the van was locked. I'd opened the side door. I heard the car skidding away. I don't think I'd have got out if I knew they were still out there, because that's probably the wrong thing to do, is to go out and confront.
Fast asleep in the pitch black, they suddenly hear distant voices cutting through the wind. What sounds like a group of teenagers nearby. Before they can process it, a loud bang slams against the back of the van, shaking the vehicle and shocking them out of sleep.
I chucked an egg at the van.
Little They must have known we were here. You don't just happen to drive down here. I reckon it was those 3 kids. Little What do you want to do?
I don't know. You don't answer. What do you do when it's like that?
Well, we're not going to let it get to us.
I'm not going to sleep much tonight, though, are you?
No. Do you think we should move on?
I went out because I think I knew they were driving away. But it's all in a split second, these things happen, so you're not quite sure what decisions you're making. So I'm going out in bare feet, in my pyjamas. Kung Fu style. Well, in my head.
Yeah, all right.
In my dream. Then I could see a brake, the lights of the car, in the distance, going really fast. And that.
Yeah, brave.
We're wondering what the hell's going on. I'm obviously concerned that Harry's damaged in some way. So I take my iPhone light, because that's the only torch I can grab hold of at the time, which is probably something else we probably ought to consider a torch we can get hold of quickly, a bright torch. And go around the van a couple of times actually, couldn't see anything obvious, and then I saw on the back light here, I could see an egg coming down.
I know.
So I've thrown an egg by the looks of it at the van. Don't think it's damaged. So they'd obviously thrown. It
really made a very loud. In fact, I don't know whether they pushed the van because the van moved.
I think they were quite close to it.
It wasn't through an egg. So I don't know whether they pushed the van or...
But it was a large egg, it wasn't a medium egg, it was a large egg, I reckon. So
it's amazing what sound an egg can make.
Because there was a lot of yolk coming down the right side, which I've got to wipe and that, and I could see the shell on the floor as well. So I knew what it was. Now, whether even throwing an egg, you don't know whether it's going to dent or whatever, because they could be quite strong, eggs are. But at that point in time, we then got back in the van. We weren't panicking, but we had to make a decision. You know, do we stay or do we go? So, well, they might come back. So, I don't think we'll sleep if we don't move.
No, but then what if they...
We're going to have to move stuff.
What if they follow us?
They won't follow us, we'll just watch.
It could have been worse than an egg.
Well, they might have damaged it, it's difficult to say. I don't think an egg like smashed all.
Well, it made a hell of a sound for an egg. Didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear anything? I mean, I saw...
No, I heard voices and then...
I heard the car drive up, but I was half asleep.
I think we move because they might come back.
Yeah.
I think we move. So to do this, we'll leave the bed where it is. So just go all the bed that way.
Okay. Isn't it? Is that too much? Yeah. Sorry.
Stepping outside to investigate, they find what appears to be an egg splattered on the back, likely thrown at the van. But the bang was far louder than what you'd expect from an egg alone. They suspect the group also pushed or hit the van directly. Stu and Jane believe it might have been the same group of teenagers they saw earlier, possibly followed them to the remote park-up. Thankfully, it wasn't anything more serious this time, but still an incredibly unnerving experience. Not wanting to risk a second encounter, they decide to move on and find a safer place to sleep, shaken by the thought of what could have happened. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Moto Owens, a channel that primarily focuses on off-road motorcycle content, featuring thrilling rides through desert dunes, forest trails, and everything in between. He shares his dirt biking experiences with humor and a bit of chaos, mixing in riding advice, bike recommendations, and some pretty wild crashes. But tonight's video is a little different. It is October the 8th, 2016, right at the peak of the infamous clown takeover. And they are out clown hunting, something many YouTubers and thrill seekers were doing at the time.
Rolling? Is it on? Yeah. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. We've been clown hunting for a couple days now, and oh my gosh, we just found a clown in this park. He's just standing up there staring at us. You probably can't see him with the crappy camera, but it's really scary. We're just gonna drive by him.
I honestly never thought we were even gonna see one, but...
Me too. We live in a small town. Let's see what he does. Why is your window... Does he have a knife? Is that a knife?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
He's coming! He's out! Oh!
Holy shit!
He's still chasing!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I think he pulled it.
Did he stop? Did he stop?
I'm rolling the window up.
I don't know where
I'm rolling the window up. I'm rolling it up.
Oh my god!
I don't see.
Go back around. Okay.
I don't see.
Go back around.
Dude, I'm keeping my window up this time.
This is what I've been wanting to do, is ask a clown some questions. I know he's got a knife. Don't worry, guys. I brought a probably...
In true 2016 fashion, they head out looking for creepy clowns, just like thousands of others did during the bizarre clown craze. And eventually, they spot one.
Oh my shit, dude. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Don't worry, guys. I don't really have any ammo.
Dude, I might stay back here. This is way sketch. Are we seriously doing this right now? Dude, leave the door open. Leave the door open. Leave the door open.
What are you doing out here, dude? Are you part of a clan or something? Or are you just a dumb teenager that dresses up as clowns?
Hey, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Get on the ground! Get out of here! Go! Go, guys!
Where's the knife? Where's the knife?
Go!
Get it.
Get it! Oh, fuck. I got the knife. You just trod the knife on me. I don't even have any ammo in there. Oh my god, let's go. Go. Out of here. Dude, the cops are probably gone.
Holy shit. That was sketch, dude.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Holy shit, dude. Guys, subscribe for that. Oh my god.
But when they finally get close enough to confront the clown and ask some questions, it suddenly lunges forward and throws a knife at one of them. Pure panic erupts. They sprint back to the vehicle, voices shaking, genuinely terrified. Some people watching might assume this was staged, but if you remember the time this was filmed, the clown sightings were everywhere, on the news, across social media, and happening in towns all over the world. People were dressing up and intentionally scaring others, sometimes going way too far. This might have just been one of those moments. All I know is, let's hope that bizarre chapter never makes a comeback. And that wraps up another dive into the unknown. If you're into spine-chilling footage and unexplained encounters, hit that subscribe button and stick around. We've got more coming, and it only gets weirder from here.